For those of you who don't know, I served in the Marine Corps from 2016 to 2020. And during that time, I had the support of Tom Morris from the grief group at my high school carry over from beyond graduation. My second deployment was to Iraq in 2018 for 7 months. And during that time, I would receive letters and text messages from Tom checking up on how I was doing. And he'd send care packages with food that we couldn't get over there. In one of those letters he sent me, he asked me, "How was your walk?" What he meant was, how was my walk with Christ going? How was my relationship with God? And honestly, it was very minimalistic throughout my entire military career, especially over in Iraq, where I barely had enough time to sleep and call family when we get off post. It was tough to be devout and be dedicated and spend enough time with God personally. However, I can recall responding to Tom's inquiry when I said, keeping Christ first in my life is the most important thing to me personally, even if it seems to be the hardest thing to do naturally. The reason for that is because as humans, we don't naturally want to surrender our humanistic freedoms to someone or something who we've never met or seen before. For me, the entire goal of following Christ is to be as Christ-like as absolutely possible in your life, even if it seems intangible. So why try if it's impossible? The point is you try. Trying shows God that you're willing to make a difference in your life and choose Him over all else. I struggle with this like every other Christian because humans are inherently fallible. I'm always reminded by my grandmother to be the Bible that I read, because for some, it may be the only Bible that they ever see or read themselves. So embody it. To act in accordance with how God wants me to is most important. Walk the walk, as my grandmother always tells me, not just talk the talk. Talk is cheap. But I don't let the hypocrisy of some or the failures of others deter me from continuing to try. Sometimes my walk with God is uncertain and uncomfortable, but it's ultimately right in the end. I always seem lost along the way if I don't ask Him to guide me and I don't actively seek Him out. And when I reach the end, He humbles me even further with the answer that I find from each experience He puts me through. I have faith and I stay the course because I know that wherever He leads me to is where I'm meant to be. I don't go through life with reckless abandon. Instead, I seek God to lead me to my life's purpose. I have a feeling there's more to my life story than what God is letting me see at this point, and that I know that with time, it'll be revealed when it's right. I must keep the faith and put Him first in all that I do, so that I know with absolute certainty that the path in front of me is the one that I'm meant to walk.